turn the music down just a little bit. I don't know if we're actually live just yet. It looks like, yeah, we are live now. Awesome. How's everyone going? I'm just going to quickly share the link around so people can join. So bear with me for just 1 second. I'm going to pull up the chat as well, just so that I can stay aware with what's going on. See if the chat, something like that. My computer's so slow, but let's get this stream going. Just a little bit. Turn my mic up. Just don't want the mic to... I don't want the mic to be picking up the computer desktop audio. But it looks fine. It looks fine like this, to be honest. So that should be all good. Okay, I think we're good to go with the crypto coffee and chill. I think I got a mate hopping on who wants to ask me a question, so I'll just wait for him first. Not a very nice trade yesterday. That was a silly L. What am I waiting for? Sorry, I wanted to just suss these. Alright, so while I wait for my mate to join, I'm just gonna hop on my phone for a sec. Yeah, I've been pushing out a lot of content recently. It's good getting some more engagement on like all my socials and stuff. It's always nice. So YouTube, Twitter. So we chilling today. I don't think I have too much to do besides just researching some airdrop farming. Gonna hit the gym in about 2 hours or so. Yeah, I don't have like a whole lot to do. Most of it is just going to be airdrop farming. I think I'm gonna write down a few notes for my trading. Got some reading to do, some meditation, just all the normal stuff. I don't have anything too extensive. My week starts off really packed, but then as the week progresses, it sort of like slows down, it slows down, it slows down. But then as we get back to Sunday, it sort of picks back up to prepare for the week. See when this dude's joining. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot to talk about today. Just wanted to talk about this move, this mistake, because it is a pretty good lesson to learn. But my mate wants to ask me about order blocks. Now, I personally don't think, like, if you trade ICT strategy, I don't think you need order blocks, to be completely honest. Wait, what the hell? Why is he in general? Wait. Yo, join the YouTube live. Click the link. The Crypto Coffee and Chill. That's where I am.
I found it.
Alright, easy, catch up. Alright, he's been waiting, lol. So we'll be able to see now if he's hopping on. Alright, sweet. If you're here, Dan, can you send me a message? Because I can't see who's actually, I can't see who's on the stream. So whoever's watching, just chuck a message in so I know if it's down or not. Yo, what's going on, man? How you going? Wait, Maddie. Is that Dan? Is that you? Or is that someone else, bro? What's going on? How are you going today? Put some notes on here to get prepared. Oh, okay. Awesome. putting some notes here. So what time did the rally start? 7 through to 8. Got that to get any 8:30 manipulation? Not really. Just a very strong rally up there. Alright, sweet. So I'm gonna turn off the music because it's honestly quite distracting. Alright, sweet. So I'm gonna just explain yesterday's loss real quick, and then we'll get into some juicy stuff. So as you can see here, strong rally leading up to the 9:30 open. So real quick, everything. Wait, we can start the lesson. Yeah, no worries. Just give me 1 sec. I'm just gonna go through my loss. So pretty much I trade the same strategy, the same time on the same pair. So I trade Bitcoin 9:30 a.m. New York time, Monday to Thursday. It's the same thing, same strategy, and it's based off the ICT model. Now, of course, it's got my own little twist to it. I've already gone through all the lessons. I've taken the notes. I've spent countless hours and weeks on there. I've spent so much time back testing, forward testing, and now I've come to this one specific model that I like to trade. Now, going into this, I just want to put out a disclaimer that just because I trade it doesn't mean that you should trade the same way. Everyone trades a little bit differently, so I guess this is just for documentation purposes. So I got my 12 a.m. open, of course, based on New York time. I got my London high and I got my London low. I saw London highs get broken here, so that's telling me that now sell stops were being engineered. We came through, popped up again without taking out the previous swing lows. So then what that's telling me is that more sell stops are being engineered. Price rallied really, really hard. And the reason why I wanted to go short is because this liquidity had not been taken, and I wanted price to come through and sweep that liquidity pretty much, but it did not. So, sorry, just got a little bit distracted. So yeah, pretty much because I saw price was trading in an extremely high premium, I did want to go short. I also looked over here to see what price did in regards to yesterday's price action. Hey Connor, how you going? So yeah, I looked at what price did during this rally, because if price rallied so hard, I want to think like, okay, why did it do this? Where did it go? And what's it trying to do next? Pretty much what I saw was that it corrected yesterday's entire down move. So, well, not yesterday's, 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I took a short from here and copped about 5%, 6%. I'm trading to think I can't make it in this trading game. Do you get these feelings? Okay, well, I'm trading. How long have you been trading for, Connor? I guess instead of explaining my trade, I've already done that. So if you guys want to go look at the trade explanation, go into the yesterday's live stream. You'll view it all live. I'll engage with you guys a bit more here. So I know Dan has a question for me about order blocks. So I'll get into that in a sec, because I did use the order block for this trade here. And Connor is asking me about starting trading. So he said, I'm starting to think I can't make it in this trading game. What's your thoughts? 5 years. Okay, well, where are you learning, first off? Where are you learning? Who did you learn from? And what are you currently doing? Are you actively day trading? What do you trade? Give me a little rundown, a little more detail. It would be easier for me to help you out. So Dan, I'm gonna put on the screen here the ICT order block. ICT order block. So is and I'll find you some examples as well. Shifts market structure, opens a fair value gap, and is the candles. I never know how to explain this one, but say like if the market shifts structure to the upside, then the order block is the downwards closing candles. But if market structure is shifted to the downside, then it's the upwards closing candles. So it's the opposite direction candles to the shift of just to the market structure shift. Don't know if that's clear. Does that make sense to you? So these are the 3 requirements for an ICT order block. Like this was in my notepad, taken directly from the video he talks about it. I've learned from online free sources. I trade support and resistance, but the results aren't very good. Okay, Connor, I'm just gonna have you reach consistency. I have reached consistency, I believe, and I have reached consistency twice. I've reached consistency trading your basic retail strategies, just like you said, support and resistance. And then I started a new trading method called, it's from the guy named ICT. His name's Michael. I scrapped everything I learned. It took me a couple months, probably like 3-4 months. I forgot everything about support resistance and I relearned ICT strategies and I have become profitable again. But like I said, I have only been trading this method for 2 to 3 months. So I wouldn't consider it profitable because it has not been a long enough time. But yes, I do believe I have reached consistency because over the months I have been trading this new method, I have been overall profitable. So you learn from down closed candles. Yes, that's correct. Down closed candles are a bullish order block and upwards closing candles are the bearish. So you've learned from online free sources, you trade support resistance. Okay, so pretty much, dude, most of what you learn online, most of these people are just trying to get money from you. They're trying to sell some sort of course, or if it's some free information, most of it is pretty trash. And I'm going to be pretty honest with you because I've been there myself. I started trading about a little less than 3 years ago, and I did the same thing. I used all the free resources, all this and that. But look, there's a lot of information out there. So I would suggest, I'm going to ask you a few questions and we'll narrow it down. I genuinely believe I can help you a lot in this one live. So what do you trade? Do you trade Forex, crypto, stocks? And how many pairs do you trade? For example, if you look on here, I only trade one thing. I only trade BTC. So what do you trade? Dan, I'm going to find you some examples of the order block. So as you can see, here's my testing sheet. Oh, sorry, my live sheet. So every trade on here is a live trade. I'll find for you like real examples of order blocks. Let's see. The order blocks. Where's the order blocks? If I didn't list it on here, then I'll oh, here we go. So this one here. That was the after. Let's go into the before shot. So before we get into it, price traded at a heavy premium, taking out London highs before melting through the lows. Then price ranged, made a leg down, creating a fair value gap within a bearish order block in a premium market. So that's the important part right here. We created a fair value gap within a bearish order block in a premium market. So premium market means we're trading very high. The bearish order block means they are the upwards closing candles, like you said. So let's go in and have a look at what that looks like. So here, what time frame? This is on the 5 minute, so it will be more apparent on the smaller time frames, like the 1 minute. So see these two candlesticks here? These are the upwards closing candles, which led to a shift in market structure because the swing lows were all taken out. This area is like a consolidation or a range. And it opened up the fair value gap in there. See my entry? Now, this is how it played out. This is on the 3 minute. So, yep, you can see the order block is more apparent up here. It's the upwards closing candles, which shifted market structure, opening up a fair value gap. And that is what I tapped into. And that was a nice trade. Unfortunately, I did not manage to list like how much percent I made. But judging from, it's like, 3 point something percent, I think. 3 point something percent trade. I risked only 1% there. So there's one example of the order of a bearish order block. Let's find you another one, sir. Wait, if I just control F, and let's type in OB, I should be able to find order blocks. Are you still here, Connor? Because if you are, like, I want to help you, man. If you're not consistently, like, if you're not trading profitably and you've been trading for 5 years, there's something that needs fixing for sure. Wrong fair value gap. Consider the order block. Consider order block. Oh, okay, so these are all the ones with order block written into it. Price trade at heavy premium. Take it. Oh, that's one I just went on. Heavy discount. Okay, so here's another. I think it said it was on this one. So this was the negative week. I believe this was a minus 1%. Okay, so this is how it started. Although I don't see the order block I'm trying to trade into. So this is on the 5 minute. So I'm assuming somewhere in here, because price is moving downwards. Oh, see, that's the thing about this. I can't go into smaller time frames. So it's hard. I'm just trying to go off memory now. Okay, so yeah, the downwards moving candles just here. You see these like 2 red candles. Downwards moving candles, which opened up a rally, which shifted market structure, taken out all these swing highs, and a fair value gap. Price came down. That's why I tapped right into there. But unfortunately, yeah, we got wrecked. So that one didn't work out too well. But that's another example. Back onto the testing sheet. Yeah, Connor, are you still here? Can you write something if you are? And Dan, what do you think about the order block examples? What questions do you have? I'm going to go over a little bit of like what I'm looking to trade tonight, actually. It's a little bit early because the day hasn't actually ended yet. It's still technically the 22nd. They still got a couple hours. So there's not too much I can do about this. Got nothing on my charts. I like to keep it very clean. So let's mark up tomorrow. Which candle do you use as the order block? So for example, if we're looking for a bullish order block, which means the downwards closing candles, I'll go into a small time frame and use the range of those. They have to be consecutive, by the way. So the consecutive downwards closing candles, I use that as the range. That becomes the order block, if that makes sense. We're trading in a very heavy discount at the moment on the daily. Some people are saying that this is the reversal. I personally did believe that after we've wrecked, gone through 17,600, this level right here somewhere, I did believe that was the final flush. So I'm trying to look for like where is price going to make its way to? Are we looking for price to take out liquidity? Are we looking for price to rebalance some sort of fair value gap? I'm starting to lean towards the fair value gap. You don't get it? Okay, let me find an example for you. Okay, I'll try and find a rough example. So say, okay, here. See how we're like in a very clear uptrend, right? Just in this zone. Now, where did price break structure? I'll ask myself. I see a swing low here. I see a swing low here. I would say that this is where structure had shifted. So let's work backwards. If this is where price shifted, where's the upwards closing candles which created that shift in structure? See this right here? Let's go into the 1 minute. So I would say that this, I mean, look, I'm not going to say, I'm not an expert with order blocks or whatever, but this is how I choose to trade them. Or I don't trade them, right? They're more so a confluence for the fair value gaps. But, okay. This isn't an order block. I'm going to tell you why. Because it did not open a fair value gap in that structure. But I'm just going to give you the example of like which candle to use as the order block. So just say, hypothetically, this is an order block. I go like this. Body to body. And then I would extend that out. And then this becomes the range. I need to double check if ICT does include the candles. Oh, camera just went off. Give me 1 sec. So I'm honestly not too sure if ICT uses the entire range, like including the wick, or if it's just the bodies. But essentially, that's how I do it. I'll try and find another one to make it a little bit more clear. So we're looking for a strong like range. I mean, not range, like a trend. And then we're looking for some sort of breakdown. So I reckon here. Although this is only one candle, so it's a bit hard. I like to use consecutive candles. Okay, so for example here, right? I'm going to use a trend line. I don't usually trade trend lines anymore after I started moving to ICT. But see this downwards move here in this channel. So we had a shift in structure, obviously, here, right? Taking out these swing highs. Where were the downwards closing candles which shifted structure, right? These two. Now, this is cool because this shifted structure, as you can see, and it opened up a fair value gap. Of course, like there's a lot more we have to consider, because then I would then get this entire range, this swing high, and I would ask myself, where's the premium, where's the discount? Discount is below here, as you can see, below the 50% mark, which is lines up with the order block, and it lines up with the fair value gap. So if I was to take the trade, I would like to put my entry just within the order block, within the fair value gap, under the discount. Within the discount market. Now, I don't know if this trade is going to play out. Why? Because I did not take into consideration the daily bias, which is extremely, extremely important. But if I was to trade it, I would trade it like, I don't know. I'm just going to throw it up hypothetically. I don't know. Aim for the top of the channel, right? In this case, it's a profitable trade. It's a 2.6 risk reward. So here's a very nice example. Of course, I wouldn't say it's a good trade. Why? Because I did not follow my plan. Because look at the time of the trade. It was in the PM session. I don't trade the PM session in New York. I only trade the AM session. So from 9:30 to about 12. Here is about 1:15. So it's a good example of this trade. Let me get rid of this because I don't want to confuse people with the trend line. But yeah, what do you think about that? Does that seem appropriate to you, or does that make sense? Okay, so I just realized it's going to be a bit delayed, so it's going to take a while for the questions to actually get to you. But yeah, what do you think about this? Perfect? Sweet. I can try and find another example if you want, but it's literally that. Like, can you do one more? Yeah, of course I can, dude. What would you like? Would you like bullish or bearish order blocks? Or we'll just see what we find, right? So first I want to find like some sort of shift in structure. So I can see this. Okay, this is nice. Let's use this one. So we'll go into here. Okay, so we can see. We'll draw the channel out again. The only reason why I'm drawing out this channel is just so that it's easier for you to see that we're moving like downwards, right? So what am I looking for? First, I'm looking for structure to be shifted. Okay, there we go. We've got that shift in structure. These two downwards closing candles. Yeah, so there is a slight delay. I might need to change that. I don't know if I can. But look, here's the order blocks here. Let's go into some smaller time frames. So let's highlight this. Let's do the full range, right? Wait up, give me 1 sec. Alright, so I'd say that this is the order block, right? Why? The downwards closing candles with shifted market structure opening up a fair value gap, which is here. Now, the fair value gap does not line up with the order block, so I don't really like to see that. Let me make it a little bit more clear for you. See that? Here's the fair value gap, but it's not within the order block. I like them to be together. So let's see how this one plays out. Let's see where it taps into. If I see it break through, like, how would I trade this situation, right? If I see price trade through the fair value gap and touch the order block, and then it comes back up, then that would be something to consider. But let's see. So we've shifted market structure. We've opened up some fair value gaps. Let's put on the market equilibrium, like the Fibonacci, figure out where the equilibrium is. So I would like to go long anywhere below the 50% because that's what tells us that we're in a discount. So in this case, price never pulled into it. Don't trade it. That's not a good example. Try and find another one. I need to pay attention to the time. It's 11:40. I'm going to go to the gym in about an hour. There's not too much going on here. Okay, here's the bearish order block. See, then it's like, do you use these ones or do you use these ones? Because if it's these ones, that makes sense. Nah, I'm not going to use that. Here's that shift. Oh, okay, here we go. So, again, we'll draw this just to make it clear that we're in some sort of downwards moving trend. Where is structure broken? So we got the swing high here, got swing high here. Swing highs were taken out here, right? So price shifted market structure like bullish. So my brain's just fogging up right now. We shifted structure bullish, so we're looking for the downwards closing candles which shifted that. So, and look how much detail do you want to go into? Because on the 1 minute it's very hard. You could just make it a little bit easier. Head into the like 3 minute or something. So here, Look at that. So downwards closing candles, which then shifted structure. So I would draw that. Do we have a fair value gap within this range? Yes, we do. In here. So I will draw that out. Like there. There's the fair value gap. It lines up within the order block. Targets. I'm not going to worry about targets. I just want to show you how price reacts to this. Also, I want to find the market equilibrium, by the way. So, boom. Where's the 50%? Perfect. So this, like literally the start of the order block would be my perfect entry. Why? Because it's within the fair value gap, it's within the order block, and it is in a discount market. I don't know the trend, like the daily bias. Let's assume we're going long. Where do I put my stop loss? Below the candle of that created the fair value gap, and we have to consider, are there any other fair value gaps? There are not, but let's have a look into the smaller time frames. No, this is balanced. Sweet. So that is an appropriate entry, considering like it's a very hypothetical entry. So let's see what price does here. And sorry, my computer's a bit slow. Boom, hit profit target. So there's another example of an order block. This is another good example. Does that one make sense to you as well? And what do you think? So I'm actually giving you a very good insight to my strategy right now, because this is how I like to do my entries. Fair value gap within the order block, within a discount market if we're going long. If we're going short, then it's the opposite. We're looking for price to be in a premium market before we short. Connor, I want to help this Connor dude, man. I don't know if he's still here though. Might have to flick him a message afterwards. He's been trading for 5 years and he's still not profitable. And feels bad, man. What? Okay. No worries at all, sir. I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna do some work and get ready for the gym. I'll chat to you in the Discord, so peace out. Also, my name is spelt like this. Alright, we'll head back onto here. Give you guys my full face. So, that's it for today's crypto coffee. Can't even see the logo. Crypto coffee and chill. It's a good one. Talked about my entries a little bit, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. And yeah, man, 5 years is a long time. But see, this is the thing. It's like, what's it called? It's all about where you learn from. Because if you're just learning from free shit online, most of it's just trash. How do I know this? Because I've been there too. For the first couple months of my trading, I was going through all the free content, looking, and a lot of it's just trash, man. A lot of it's trash. So, Connor, if you're watching